Hello, Pisces. Welcome. I hope that you guys are doing well. If you are new here, my name is Violetta Alexis, and I've been a tarot reader for 5 years. If you are not new here, welcome back. Happy to have you. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the person on your mind and the secret that they may still tell about you. Now, if you enjoy this spread, you feel like it resonates with you, and you'd want one like this, just like this, personalized to you, you can click the first link that is in the description box, and you can book a personalized reading with me there. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look. Show me the person that Pisces is dealing with. Show me the person that Pisces is dealing with and the secret that they still tell about Pisces. Last shuffle. The Seven of Wands reversed. I'm getting like a back down energy, you know? Like they feel like you eventually back down after some time of some kind of either competitive scenario that they may have put you through, or they may feel like or tell people that you're being quite defensive over something that happened. But I'm sensing this conversation where they're making you out to be a bit insecure. Like you don't want to defend yourself anymore. You don't want to fight for this anymore. Queen of Swords reversed. I heard the word unhinged specifically. Like I heard unhinged. This person may say that you were unhinged. They may tell people that you had become overly emotional due to some kind of conflict that the two of you had, to where maybe the conversation broke down, you got defensive, just what they're saying, and you lost it a little bit. Because this is somebody who feels like something triggered an insecurity within you that caused you to become irrational. If I'm going to be honest with you, Pisces, okay, they may try to tell people that you're crazy, or they may have told people that you're crazy, okay, or that you're mean, I guess you could say, because you didn't get something that you wanted with that Nine of Cups reversed and the Knight of Wands. This feels disrespectful to me, if I'm going to be honest. And the reason why I say that is because the way that this person is viewing you is like, yes, okay, or at least the way that they're talking about you is that you got upset, you got pissed off because something had occurred, where you may have become overly defensive because of something that you didn't get, that you really wanted. And now with that Knight of Wands there, it's almost like an energy of like, oh, but they're really good in the sack, or they're a lot of fun to be around, but I can't take this person seriously because they act out irrationally, or they say really, nasty things to me. This is like the kinds of stuff that they may have been saying. Now, whether that's true or not, don't know, but they're definitely saying it. Yeah, see, I feel like there was a conversation. I heard she made me come out of pocket, or he made me come out of pocket. Ooh. It's almost like they are upset for your reaction to something that they did. And so when you reacted to maybe a form of disrespect or intense discomfort, they got mad at you for that. That's what I'm getting from that for some reason. What is that Seven of Wands reversed? The Two of Pentacles reversed. They feel like you flipped out around some kind of conversation that the two of you were having, and they're telling people that the conversation broke down, that you lost your cool, that you said some things that maybe you meant, maybe you didn't, but they're trying to paint you as somebody who is irrational, somebody who can't handle conflict, somebody who says really nasty things when they're upset, etc., etc. So that's what they're trying to paint you as, essentially. Why the Queen of Swords reversed? The Fool. Okay, I'm getting like a lot of messages. Oh man, what, I just lost it now. Like sometimes the Fool can represent, a new leap of faith, all of these things, but sometimes the Fool can just simply represent someone being a fool. And this person may feel like you ended up like blocking them or cutting off communication because you felt foolish. You know, like mm, when somebody when you and a person have like a certain situation where some kind of animosity is created, but you ever met somebody that just triggers the worst parts of you sometimes? They trigger that shadow, and then you're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I acted like that." Or I can't believe, you know, that's kind of what they're telling people about you. What's that Nine of Cups reversed? What is the Nine of Cups reversed? The Seven of Swords. It's almost like they're trying to tell people that you're attempting to avoid some level of embarrassment by avoiding them, by some kind of avoidance. What's that Knight of Wands? Tell me about that Knight of Wands. Sorry, I know I'm clarifying like all of these, but I'm trying to understand. The Six of Swords reverse. They may say that you still hit them up, or that you would still be intimate with them, or you'd pick up the phone if they called, or something like that. But they try to tell people that you are selfish and that you tend to avoid accountability, or if they may tell people that you have unhealthy coping mechanisms like drinking too much or something like that, to the point where you avoid emotions by doing that. Like, you avoid emotions by either drinking, or you avoid emotions by isolation or something like that, but they feel like it's a protective mechanism or a bit of a cowardice, or that's what they say. Interesting. I know some of y'all are yelling at the screen right now. Okay, and I don't blame you, especially if like that is not true and you're like, yeah, no, there's two sides to a story. I get it. Why can't this person let it go with Pisces? Why can't they let it go? 10 of Cups. That's telling. You may have a family with this person. You may have been incredibly emotionally involved, or this may have actually been an established bond or an established relationship. This person does love you very much. The Ace of Wands. There's attraction, there's love, a lot of attraction. This person feels like you're good in the sack, but it's more than that, though. Because there's this, it's almost like this person feels as though they can be more comfortable with you than anyone else. The Ten of Cups is very comfortable. It's very feeling very emotionally supported. And I think that a lot of you motivated them to do better. Like, you motivated them to do better just by your love and your presence, and just you being like your inspiring self, I suppose. And they're kind of like looking at this like, where else am I gonna find that? Where else am I going to get that? Who else is going to treat me that way or support me that way, or be intimate with me in that way, which I think is essentially inspiring to them. They compare people to you. They compare people to you with that Four of Cups, no doubt about it. A secret may have come out and went like horribly wrong, and they may have regrets around that as well. Don't let this person fool you. The Three of Cups. See, it's not just, see, this is the thing. It's more well-rounded than that, Pisces. It's more than just sex. It's more than just like having a family with this person, or being married, or being in a relationship, or whatever. It's kind of this all-consuming, like, sometimes people, when they have like a a spiritual awakening, or they discover God, or like in a dark place. Now I'm hearing that song by Rihanna. We found love in a hopeless place. Okay. So this person may feel like that. It's almost as if this person believes that you found them during a really dark time of their life, maybe vice versa, but because it's more than just the sex, it's more than just the love. There's camaraderie there, or there's a friendship where this person feels like they can tell you anything. I told you there's like a level of comfort here that is pretty much unmatched. Like there are some people in my life where I can just totally be myself, like no makeup, maybe looking like crap, what I mean, on my period, just whatever, right? And like they're gonna love me no matter. And I don't know what it is with this person, okay, but it feels like something like that. Tell me about that Four of Cups. The Chariot. We have Cancer here. They're very determined to either get back together with you, or they're very determined to find your like perfect replica. Wow, all that shit they were talking doesn't really match up with them. They can't let it go. Let's see how they twist the story. What is the version that this person tells versus the actual truth? What's the version this person tells? Let's look at that first. What is the version that this person tells? Last shuffle. The King of Cups reversed. I'm almost getting like a poor me energy with that King of Cups reversed and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. This person tries to say that they weren't good enough for you. But I really think it's just because the effort that they put in really under the surface was a lot about control and being able to keep you there and keep you committed, or whatever the case is. But a lot of it was about control and possession. How do they tell people that they feel about Pisces? The Star, that they still have hope. I think people view them as a little like obsessive about you, or I feel like a lot of people can read between the lines with this person. They may try to say like they spent a lot of money on you, or they really, really tried, or whatever, but they even may also admit that they've been a little emotionally immature as well, to be honest. And they still have hope that they're trying to heal, and that they want to heal things with you. And they tell people that they feel like you guys had a lot of hope. Tell me about that King of Cups reverse. The Queen of Cups. Shut up. We have Scorpio and Aquarius here. They weren't ready for you. I don't think this person was ready. But it's like that's the thing, right? It's like, even if you're not ready and you truly love somebody, like you're going to get fucking ready. You know what I mean? Like you're going to do what it takes. You're going to get ready. There's like something about your level of emotional maturity and the emotions that you could like, your emotional depth, and they wanted to be that. And I think that they tried so hard to be that, but it was a mask. Not that they weren't actually trying, but it feels as though they were trying to imitate what you were, who you are, as opposed to actually becoming that. Do you know what I mean by that? So we're pretend like they're mirroring you, but really they just feel like the way that they were mirroring you is what you wanted to hear and see instead of actually being that person. Because they felt like they couldn't match up or something like that. What's the truth? What's the truth in this person's eyes? The Seven of Pentacles reversed. The Moon. They get impatient when it comes to emotional conversations or emotional things. As I don't think that they know how to handle their emotions all the time. The Judgment. I don't think that they're emotionally grounded. Page of Cups reversed and the Hierophant reversed at the bottom of the deck. I don't think that they're emotionally grounded. I think that sometimes in order to get their way, they may have emotionally manipulated situations, or they may have attempted to play victim a lot. And they feel like they wasted your time. They feel like they wasted your time. And really, in their heart of hearts, they take accountability for that because they know, like, if there were any hidden things, if there were suppressed emotions, whatever it is, this person knows. They're very well aware. They're not ignorant to the fact. So if you're wondering, like, oh, does this person know what they did? Or they do 120%. The Judgment is full accountability of the past and the emotions and the wasting your time and the hidden things. Let's see how you, let me see. What are Pisces feelings for this person? So we can see who's who here. What are Pisces feelings for this person? We have Scorpio here again. Oh, some of you may have a child with this person, or maybe that's something that you wanted. The Empress. For some of you, this is a child. Okay. If you're like a grown adult. Okay. For some of you, this could be a child, but I'm not focused on that. Okay. We're focused on love stuff. Romantic love. Okay. Not familial. So you want to nurture the situation. I think that you see this person's value, but you also see yours. And that's the thing about the Empress. She can take full accountability of somebody else's value, but the Empress is bursting with creativity and love and nurturing, but she's not going to chase you down to get you to see it. She's going to be present. And if you want to come bearing gifts, then great. If not, like, don't know what to tell you. The Page of Pentacles, you want to put in an effort. Even if you've been married to this person for 20 years, you're still interested in them and who they are. And you love this person, I think. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Ooh. Okay, so there's a lot of pentacle energy. So there could be something around money. Yeah, I think that you used to really take initiative a lot in this connection and really try and try and try. I really do. I really think that you put in the effort, but you felt like it was really going nowhere. What am I laying this groundwork for? Yeah, look, Five of Swords behind that. What am I laying this groundwork for? What is this for? Nothing. Why am I doing this? Why am I killing myself doing this? So it's like you're up leveled or up leveling to the Empress energy. And there's nothing wrong with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, right? She's great. She's going to take initiative. She's Capricorn, right? So it's that cardinal energy. It's that make it or break it energy. It's like, I'm going to climb to the top. And usually the Queen of Pentacles is far more like focused on her money and her bag than she is on a relationship, although she can prove to be very nurturing and supportive in a relationship. But this Queen of Pentacles is reversing your feelings, which tells me that something just wasn't working and it was making you insecure and it was putting you in your lower vibration, especially like a lower vibrational emotional state. So you're like, well, not doing that anymore. And like, don't get me wrong, you're willing to receive the offer because the Empress receives. She receives and then she produces whatever, she multiplies whatever she receives. So it's like, even like a good effort, like a good solid effort, you're going to get triple whatever you give me. And that's negative and positive. And that's how I think that you feel about it. How has Pisces permanently affected this person? Five of Cups. They have regrets that they will likely hold on to for a very, very long time. But the thing is that if they are in a victim mindset, or if they've been that way for a while, yeah, look, I think that they wish, I wish, I think that they wish they, how they, I think that they wish they knew how to be more authentic. Because I think that a lot of you guys do it so effortlessly, or you just know how to express your emotions naturally, you know, be vulnerable, etc., things like that. And I think this person doesn't understand how to do that, or, you know, maybe they grew up with parents that were not very emotionally mature or had a lot of emotional baggage or whatever it is. And I think with this, they're realizing that a lot of parts of them are inauthentic, and the way that they showed up, or just the way that they show up in general when it comes to expressing emotions, they may realize that they manipulate situations, because it's almost as if they don't know how to push through that fourth wall of I don't want to say emotional no, not that. They don't know how to push through that fourth wall of being so emotionally naked that it's like your skin is transparent. You know, they don't know how to do that. And there's a fearlessness when it comes to vulnerability. There's a fearlessness, or there's a courage, I want to say, a courage when it comes to being truly metaphorically naked like that in front of another person. And I think that a lot of you, because look, we also got the Hangman, which is you. The Hangman is here. And so I feel like you gave them a completely different perspective, not just on how to be vulnerable, which is the Six of Cups, okay? But also maybe about their childhood, or maybe about a child that you guys shared together. But you and this person, there's some kind of connection here that supersedes the rest. What would this person never say to Pisces out loud? What would they never say to Pisces out loud? The Four of Wands. I heard I miss you, but the Four of Wands can be like, I want to go out. I want to hang out. I want to go to a party. I want to take you somewhere. You know, I want to come over. I want you to come over to my house, whatever it is. Because that can be the Four of Wands. Four of Wands can also be home. The High Priestess is you. I feel like this person wants to spend like this, I don't want to say one-on-one time, although it kind of feels like that, but it does. It feels like one-on-one time. And this is somebody who is, they could know that you're into tarot or into the occult or whatever, but this is somebody who views you as the divine feminine, the person who is incredibly desirable, very intuitive. I'm getting that word inspirational again. There's something that you do that inspires this person, like the way that you show up. I heard the way that you lead by example. Ugh, my God. Shut up. Two of Cups. There's that one-on-one time I was feeling. They would likely tell you that they want to spend time with you. They want to have fun again. They want to kind of bring you out. I heard bring you into the bedroom. Okay. I do feel like this person wants to jump your bones. Don't get me wrong, but the weight that you guys have between each other, that those elephants in the room, the weight, the burden, it's like they're willing to carry it. They're willing to carry their own responsibilities and yours in some way, or that's something that they would like, because what they really want, I think, at the end of the day, is longevity and a true honest to God relationship with you. Like something that is incredibly stable, something you can touch, feel, taste, smell, not just bull crap. For some of you, this person wants to go into business with you. Okay, side note. So, wow. Okay. It's like they're telling people that you're crazy, but there's a lot more to the story. So you have divinely guided is one of your cards. Of course, my camera won't focus, but it says trust the wisdom of the universe and remain open to receive guidance as you journey through life's mysteries. Well, here's some guidance here. And then you also have no illusions. Stay grounded in truth, embracing reality with clarity and wisdom to navigate life's journey authentically. Well, we were talking about authenticity, and I told you it felt like there was something about that there. And so I feel like you guys do not do this thing where you feel like you have to diminish yourself or you have to dim yourself in some way or subdue yourself in order to make somebody else feel comfortable about not being as authentic as you. And then we have harbor of peace. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of a gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. So maybe you live by a harbor. Maybe harbors are significant to you in some way. Maybe you need to take a walk on the boardwalk or something. But this is more just about peace and being at peace with who you are authentically, and understanding that where you are right now is exactly where you need to be. And it's asking you to trust what's happening now. You will understand why what's happening now. You will understand it later. Things may feel fuzzy right now, but this is asking you to stay grounded in your own truth and embrace who you truly are. And that's how you're going to get to where it is that you want to go. And above all, do what you need to do in order to have your peace. At the bottom of the deck, we have sculpture of self. Shape the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. So there's something here about your guys' identity and being authentic. Because I think that some of you really have felt as though you needed to silence yourself in order to make this person feel comfortable, or you had to, like, I don't know, maybe it's something as simple as, well, let me wait a few hours to text back so they don't find out or think I'm not find out. Oh my God. Think that I'm desperate, or, like, it's just about you being who you truly are. And the person that's okay with that, or the person that loves that, you're gonna know. And a person who's uncomfortable with that, it's because they're uncomfortable with themselves in regards to the qualities that you have that maybe they feel like they don't, or that are more underdeveloped. Anyway, this reading has gone on for almost 30 minutes. So I'm going to get out of here and not bore you guys to death. But thank you so much, Pisces. I do hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading or specifically this spread for yourself, you can click the first link in the description box below. If you are into creative writing or poetry, you can follow my Instagram and my YouTube. Both channels are called Where Dead Flowers Bloom. Also, all of that information is in the description box below. Thanks a lot, Pisces, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.